let's jump right into it. We're talking about the NBA MVP award. Now, we're only, I believe, 20-something games into the year. So, we have a very long way until the MVP award actually gets announced. But currently, according to Vegas Insider, Luka Doncic is the leader at plus 275 odds. Giannis is plus 276. Tatum at plus 330. Curry at plus 750. And Embiid at plus 1180 to round out the top five. So I'm going to ask you, who do you think should be the MVP right now? Or who do you think is the MVP right now? And who do you think at the end of the year will get the award?
Jayson Tatum.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you think it's Jayson Tatum? I'm curious about this.
Because I'm biased. I'm a Celtics fan. No, they have the best record in the NBA, and he makes the players around him better. So I think those are two very important criteria. Doncic has played great, right? But he's kind of a one-man show. I watched the Dallas Celtics game, right? And Doncic, when he was scoring big, they were in the game. When he wasn't, they weren't. And nobody around him could do anything. He was basically it. And so I don't think you get an MVP with that kind of formula, with that person doing basically everything. I think it's somebody who is a team player and makes the people around him better and hits the big shots when he has to. And so far, Tatum's been doing it.
I could probably agree with you on some of that, but I'm gonna give it to Luka.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Luka. Yes, Jayson Tatum has played phenomenally. 30 points a game, 7 boards, 4 assists on almost 50% shooting from the floor, 34% from three. But
his boards could be a little better. He's tall.
Luka is almost averaging a triple-double this year.
Yeah, I know.
33 points, almost 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 50% from
Their
the
record's
field.
not that great, though, Dallas.
And that's where I'm going to say that Jayson Tatum will probably make a little bit of a push. Even Giannis makes a little bit of a push, and possibly even Steph Curry makes a little bit of a push. And that's because the MVP generally, makes the playoffs, and usually a top 4 seed in the NBA. I think the last time that happened was...
Well, Curry is not going to be that right now, right? Their record's terrible.
Recently, they've been playing significantly better, and they had a blowout win. I forget who was against a couple nights... It might have been last night or 2 nights ago. On the road, surprisingly. They got a huge win on the road, and I think I can bring it up here just to make... Oh, yeah, against the Timberwolves, who are not half bad of a team. They won by 24 points.
Wow.
Curry and Klay Thompson have been playing very well. Draymond Green put up almost 20 points, which that's unheard of.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna agree with you on the premise of Jayson Tatum right now should probably be the leader, not Luka. Because let's see, where is it? Luka plays for the Dallas Mavericks. They are currently 11th, so they're not even in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
And Jayson Tatum is the number 1 seed with a 17-4 record.
Yeah, number 1 in the NBA.
Number 1 in the NBA.
How about Giannis? What's their record?
Giannis is 14-5. The Bucks are 14-5.
So
he's averaging a double-double right now. 30
That's
points,
going to be the
11 boards,
biggest
5
challenge.
assists.
I think they'll be the biggest challenge to the Celtics getting to the championship.
Yes. And you bring up a good point. When Luka is doing everything, it's great. But when he slips a little bit, that's where the holes come in. And that happened last year in the playoffs. When Luka wasn't absolutely at the peak of his game, his surrounding cast just couldn't pick up the slack.
His surrounding cast, who the hell are they? I don't know any of the names of those guys. They played so poorly against the Celtics. They caught up near the end, but I think the Celtics slacked off a little bit because they were ahead by so much.
Right.
But I don't think he's got much around him. That's part of the problem too. Whereas the Celtics got a lot of good players.
Yeah.
Really, they really are gelling, and the chemistry is great.
Malcolm Brogdon, he's not putting up great numbers per se in the averages, but he's been a very efficient player, almost shooting 50% from the field and 50% from 3. So he's been playing pretty well, pretty efficient. So he's been a great pickup. Blake Griffin, he's made a couple appearances here and then, averaging 4 points, 3 boards. He's shooting 50% from the floor. He hasn't been terrible for him, but he's a role player. Peyton Pritchard, he's certainly a character to watch. Derek White's been playing very well. Jaylen Brown, he's been playing great for the past couple years.
Jaylen Brown is ranked pretty high in the scoring, right? He's number 13.
He's averaging 26 points, 6 boards, and 3 assists, 50% from the floor.
Yeah.
It's been quite impressive. But I'm going to give it to Luka right now because of the fact it's a lot of the MVP award is a numbers game.
Yeah.
When you put up monstrous numbers, that's when that's when you win the MVP award.
Well, then Curry may wind up there close to it too, because he's going to put up huge numbers too.
Curry has been putting up huge numbers.
31 points a game.
Yes, he's been doing really well, but recently he
doesn't average almost a triple-double, though.
Yes, that is true, and that's why he's what? I have it right in front of me. He is 4th in the rankings.
His rebounds is almost 7.
That's impressive for a 6'2" guard to have almost 10 rebounds a game. That's ridiculous. He's averaging 7 assists, shooting 44% from 3, which I think is his
52% overall.
Yes, that would be the best if the season ended today, which is obviously not anywhere near it. That'd be the best of his career, and the 3-point percentage, surprisingly, would not be. It would sort of be blended into the mix of everything else, which is surprising when you shoot 44% from 3, and that's about your average. Which that's crazy. So I think Curry will be up there. I think Luka
Durant may make a move too if the team starts playing better.
That's the problem.
He's averaging 30 points.
That's in large part the problem. They're the 9th seed. So without
well, they've got the head case on their team, right? Kyrie Irving.
He's back.
He's not ranked up very high at all. Right?
I don't think he's going to be. He's only played 14 games this year. He's averaging 24 and a half points a game though. He's averaging 4.3 rebounds, 4 assists. So he's not playing poorly. He's playing pretty good, actually. If you average 24 and a half points a game, it's not bad. It's just the success.
He doesn't play very often because he's got his foot in his mouth most of the time.
So right now, I'm going to give it to Luka because a lot of it, some of it's a story part, meaning that if your team gets usually top 4, top 5, that's when you're going to be absolutely like the top favorited for MVP. Luka right now, what did I say? They're the 11th seed. Yeah, they're the 11th seed. But he has the numbers to say, by the way, I should be favored for the MVP, and he is by, according to Vegas Insider, a whole point above Giannis. He's plus 275. Giannis is plus 276 because it's very close. Giannis is averaging a double-double, close to a triple-double. Luka's close to averaging a triple-double. So it's going to be a very, very tight race. By the end of the year, I think probably Curry's going to drop. I don't think Embiid has a chance right now. Embiid is number 5 right now. I would probably give it right now to Luka. Jayson Tatum's been playing lights out. He has, since what did he get drafted? 2017? Or whenever he got drafted. He's played almost 23 in minutes. 23 games worth of minutes more than any other active player right now. That is crazy. He's played 1,105 minutes more than the next guy. It's absurd. So Jayson Tatum has been a very crucial part of the Celtics' success since he got into the league, and it's shown. He's averaged almost 25 points a game since he's basically started every game. He started off a little bit slow, but since 2019, 2020, he's been averaging almost 25 points a game. This year he's averaging 30. So I gotta admit, Tatum's close. I'm still going to give it to Luka, though.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens.
It's going to be
still a long way to go.
We do have a very, very long way to go.